Welcome in, welcome in. Let me pump that out. All right. What's happening, squad? Um, hey, we're going live over here on YouTube. We've got TikTok here. Um, just always a pleasure having anyone in, and I'm excited to chat, give us some self-help tips today. But I'm gonna get things going, toss on a little background music, 'cause that's always nice. And there we go. Right. Yo, boop. All right. Tanya, how are you? All good here. The storm is just about to start here in Georgia. So we've got that to look forward to. Hey, Deb. Deb, how's the weather down where you are? You doing okay? We uh, we have a lot of ice just building up all over. It's pretty gnarly. My tree outside the house is covered in ice. A lot of snow. Yep. Yep. Nothing but rain. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of we have a lot of ice. Rain just started, so we're about to get the worst of it here in a bit. So I wanted to go live before we end up losing power potentially. But hey, that's where we're at. So anyhow, let me back this up a little bit. That's better. That's more enjoyable. All right. So oh, okay. That is a good one. All right. Is everybody else doing? I don't think you'd be on. Yeah, we still have power, so like that's not too much of a thing just yet. But we are not sure how long it's going to be here at all. We do not know. So yeah, trying to go live when I can so that I can see my my beautiful friends. But that is where we are at. Yes. Although I will say my internet is not going fast at all. Oh, yeah, Tanya, that makes sense. No, I'm having awful service right now. Huh, interesting. Wonder what that means. Maybe this stream is not meant to be. We'll be on for a little bit and we will see what happens. Huh, weird. Hmm. Anyhow, it happens. I what do you mean, Deb? I mean, they're completely different streams. Like this has nothing to do with that. So I'm not on YouTube on my phone. I've got my laptop here. As far as like the slow internet, it shouldn't be. That shouldn't be a thing. Um, like on your phone. Oh, because I think because you both subscribe to the YouTube channel, so like you'll get those notifications. Um, but yeah, as far as like internet wise, it shouldn't. Ideally, it shouldn't be anything. But like I can't see my live on TikTok right now, which is weird. I don't know. And we okay now some people are starting to come in. Hi, everybody. Um, yeah, maybe. And I know everyone's at home right now too. So yeah. But all right. Well, I hope that we can have some new faces come in, say hi. Feel like I'm talking into the void right now. Well, Tanya and Deb, it's nice to have you two here. So I appreciate you. Whoa, that's good. Today is a big tea day. Hey, River, how are you? I don't know what's going on. Hmm. Maybe it'll pull up here. Thanks, Deb. River, I don't know. It could be that so many people are on right now. Um, mine is my TikTok is very slow right now. So yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna do our best because it looks like everyone is on. Um, my laptop keeps glitching out on me, so no idea, no idea. New owners have been messing with stuff too. Yeah, I'm sure, and that's just it. Those things happen. We can only control how we react to it, how we respond. So listen, if this is the worst part of my day, I had a pretty good day. So I'm gonna fingers crossed that this is the worst part of my day because that would be good. That'd be good for all of us if this was the worst part. But it also might mean that hey, we're not going to go live as long, and I get to go back to my cozy Sunday. Um, Maruf Zahn, you want to jump on as a guest? What do you want to talk about before I just let you in? What do you want to talk about? Yeah, and if anybody does want to jump on as a guest so that we can talk and get the party started, let's do that. Just let me know what you want to talk about, what you're looking for, and how I can help. Hamda, you wanna self worth? Hey, let's see what's what. Oh, that just went away. Um, can you request again? It just it, your little guest spot just went away. But yeah, we can talk about it. What's going on? Because I can't get this to invite you now. Well, here and boom, connecting. Hey, can you hear me? Hello. Oh, hey all. What's up? Hey, people are on YouTube right now. Hi. How are you doing? I'm on TikTok over here, and I got YouTube here. Maroof, are you with me? Are you asking about self worth? How are you doing? Oh, I got new people in. That's fun. All right. I don't know that the connection is great right now, so we're gonna disconnect. Might need to do that again. What's up, Jess? Oh, Nikhil. I love that we're both going live. I dig it. I dig it. Jess, now that you're here, let's chat about um your latest message. You expressed correct to that, correct on that. So Jess, you expressed just with my experience. Wait, real quick, Jess, are you okay if I read this out? Hamda, give me just 1 second. I'll let you in just a second. Just let me know what you want to talk about, what you're looking for. So Jess, just with my experience with meeting new guys and guys I've been in relationship with, I thought I had done a better. I thought I had done better. Just getting to know this last guy, felt like we were on the same page of things, that we truly connected. Then the rug was pulled from under my feet. 100% so valid. And remember those smaller moments when initially, when things were in the beginning of everything and you were unsure. You were unclear about where he was going to go. You wanted to set boundaries within some physicality and then also see who this person is. You did everything right. And there were a couple of those micro moments that maybe showed a little bit more of a ulterior or hidden motive on his end, like we've discussed. And so I would encourage you, don't beat yourself up. I know it's a lot easier to just take the full blame, but you don't deserve it. You really don't. You wanted this to be someone that you could share life with. That's so valid. And make sure that you don't continue to put all of your eggs in a basket that's no longer there. Because I know we can beat ourselves up about that. Again, it's very human. Again, you've done nothing wrong. But now, guys and the ones you've been in a relationship with, right? Now you have a guy coach. So you know that there are people out there who do want what's best for you, who do think very highly of you. So for yourself, okay, I know that it's not all of these people. What is it about the men that you are attracting that is bringing them into your sphere, that is bringing them into your ecosystem and further into your heart? That's where we talked about the superpowers, right? And you said, I'm feeling like there isn't anyone that will do that. Feels like what I have to offer is far in between to find to receive back. You are already setting yourself up to let them be more valuable than yourself. Even though you are giving the majority of the value, you still believe that you're not going to receive it. So then you find people who continue that status quo, who continue that for you. You don't have to choose that anymore. You don't. And I understand that that's normal for you. But now we can start changing the narrative. Like, okay, well, I'm not happy with what's been happening. I thought that this person was who they said they were, and it turns out they're not. So for yourself, slow down, be more discerning in in the boundaries that we're setting, not only for others, but also for ourselves. And make sure that when you expect less from others, because I don't think they'll show me what I show them, like if you're already expecting that, well, then you'll never be disappointed. Then when someone shows up at 50%, you're like, oh, at least it's 50. Girl, you do not deserve 50%. You deserve 100. You deserve 150. So for yourself, I would really encourage you to check in with when someone is presenting themselves into your life. Are they presenting you what the relationship is going to be? How dedicated and devoted they are going to be to this? Because words are a thing, patterns are another. I just don't want you to think that you're going to expect less and deserve less because you actually deserve those things. You don't, not at all. You deserve it all. So, um, Nikhil, hi. Yeah, I talk about relationships. I talk about self-help, health, self-development. As I've been going live on TikTok, I'm starting to jump over to YouTube as well. And so being able to help people find security in themselves, empower them to have less self-doubt, build up more self-confidence, and ultimately treat themselves with self-compassion and love. Because as someone who has uh, hated himself more than anybody else, um, I don't deserve that anymore. And neither do you. Jess, did that resonate for you? Did that click a little bit? Um, hey, Hamda, are you still here? You wanted to jump on as a guest. What did you want to talk about? How can you even ask out scared of rejection and misreading signals? Drake May's second wife. The only way to know is to ask. You don't know. And as far as dealing with rejection, Would you rather wonder what if forever or take the chance and see if it is a thing? Maybe not forever, but maybe for a season, for a year. Um, I know for myself, when I asked out my girlfriend, it was the two options were I would be so pissed if I never asked, even if I'm rejected, even if I am not a fit for her. I know there's nothing wrong with me, but I might not be compatible for her. And so rather than taking it as a there's something wrong with me, it's like, no, let me just see if the door is even open. And then through the dating process, you decide if, hey, we're going to continue on or this isn't a match. We don't want the same things. We're not compatible in these ways. But then you have the discernment and the commitment to yourself and what is best for you to then decide, okay, is this in alignment with what I want for my life? Or, you know what, I think the world of you, this just isn't a match. Cause that's okay too. Like, don't hold on to people just to hold on to people. Um, Nikhil, did that make sense for you over on YouTube? Hi to my other viewer. I don't know who you are, but I see you. I'm glad you're here. Um, Tash, so TikTok is running super slow, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Like my whole page is glitching on me. Let me see if comments are coming up now. And Jess, that might be a good thing. Um, oh, it's midnight right now? Oh, cool. Hi. It's 3 p.m. where I'm at. So, Jess, this one was not like the other ones. I love that because now you are going to be more secure, more ingrained in you and your boundaries. You're not gonna, as much as it sucks, because believe me, I know. And it was like, how do I keep attracting the same bullshit time and time again? And then it was like, okay, I know what I don't want. I can't be, I don't want to be too um rude or like rigid when the next one shows up, but like I also know like, hey, I deserve better than this. Hey, I don't want this. Like I'm good. That's not for me. And so for yourself, maybe this needed to happen because the next guy that comes along, you are going to speak up. You are going to speak your mind. You are going to say, hey, I understand if you're not ready for this, but I am. And you know what? I'm done waiting around. I'm done playing safe. Here's what I need. Here's who I am. If you don't love me, that is not my loss. I love me so much so that I will stand up for myself and I will say, hey, that doesn't work for me. I I need this. This is what I need from a relationship. If you can't provide it, that's cool. That is okay. But I can and I will wait for someone who does. Um, Jess, great question. Okay, I think Ham does not hear. Tash, how do I deal with older women at work being mean to me? Tash, talk to me. Or Tash? Are you still here? You might not still be here. If you are still here, tell me what's going on. What's happening in your situation? I have viewers over on YouTube. I'm so happy. I don't think I've had them before. Um, so that's a huge win. Okay. Who's my other viewer? Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing? Hi. Um, Janet. Janet, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? I'm really sorry for your loss. I hope that you are doing okay. That's valid. That's valid. I'm here if you want to talk, or if you just want to listen in, that's fine too. I don't want to draw more attention to your situation, but I'm here for you, and I'm really sorry. Um, okay, y'all. I can't. So today is going to be quite difficult for me checking through comments because TikTok on the internet is not working. I don't know why, uh, but it's not working. So um, I, Aunt Pandy, how are you doing? That's fun. Wyatt, what's going on? Why are you having a hard time today? Um, L, let me pull this up. Jess, 1 second on that. L, where did your questioning go? L, how can I work on myself so that my next relationship is more healthy? For those of you who are wanting to be in a healthier, more sustainable, more connected relationship, if you want to be in a relationship like that, you have to be willing to have that relationship. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. Hey, here is what I need. It doesn't make you needy. You're a human. You're a human. You have needs. It's okay to say, hey, this is what I want. I really like when we communicate. Man, you know what I love? I love good morning texts. Would you would you be okay sending me a good morning text when you wake up? Hey, I really love when you text me if you got home safe. That really means a lot to me. Um, it, is that something that we could do? Oh, hey, you really like affirmations? Absolutely. Oh my gosh, like I think the world of you. You're awesome. Like in a relation, if you want a healthier relationship, the only way to find out if you're in one is to become one in a relationship, and two, become the version of yourself that needs to be in a healthy relationship. And what I mean by that, because now we got 4 people over on YouTube. Hi everybody. Four, right. And this is where L, we start having those boundaries. Like, hey, I love when you come over, dirty dishes in the sink. If you not taking your shoes off at the door. I'm giving just random examples, but hey, I'm not a big fan of like shirtless selfies. Can we pause on that? Hi, freedom. That just doesn't work for me. It doesn't say anything bad about them. It's just, hey, that just doesn't work for me. And so then for yourself, if they have a problem with your boundaries, you need to be okay with them having a problem with it. You need to then go, okay, this is still a boundary. Boundaries are not debates. It's not a, hey, you can convince me that you can send me, unwarranted pictures, but that's not that's not healthy. That is not a healthy boundary that you are enforcing. That is someone saying, no, no, I am going to do this. And you go, oh, okay. That's not self love. And in fact, that just shows them that they can get away with stuff. Uh, YouTube. Hey, what people think or say about me, but I have the fear. Ooh. Shiva. I think I'm saying that right. Dakota Michaels. Of course, I remember you. What's up, man? Yo, what's going on, fam? That's cool. Oh wow, how have you been? Um, Wyatt. Give me 1 second. I'm with you. You're still here. You matter. I'm glad you ate. Give me 1 second. I got a question over here on YouTube. Um, Shiva, you don't care about what people think or say about you, but you have the fear of being seen and when I have too many eyes on me. So, uh, Shiva, I'm with you. I'm literally going live for who knows, some old acquaintances, some people who I've been able to interact with more frequently. It's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Like I don't care what they think or what they say about me, but also I have this fear of them seeing me try, be vulnerable, expose myself. For yourself, what is more important? Which is more important? Other people potentially saying things about you or other people seeing you try. Like, if you don't care what they think or say, then why is there like a barrier between you doing the thing that you maybe want to do? And I think there might be a creation or an artistry element behind you. I'm I'm calling that. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm calling it. And so for yourself, you have to decide, okay, what is more important? What is more important? At my acting school, I was in school with a woman, and she was like, how are you so confident on stage? And for me, I would rather be on stage, being seen, messing up, vulnerable, showing who I am, than in the audience watching someone else do it. And don't get me wrong, like I love to watch talented people be talented, but like I want to play. So for yourself, you have to decide, and it's going to be different every day, right? Some days I don't want to do this, but I do. Um, you've always been an introvert and have never experienced this. Great. So you have a wonderful learning opportunity. Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's correct. And just because you've always done life this way doesn't mean you have to do life this way always. Does that make sense? All right, coming back in here. Wyatt, you just haven't felt good about yourself to the point you just ate for the first time all day. Wyatt, can you remind me how old you are, pal? Um, Jess, I'm scrolling up to your question. Nikhil, give me 1 second. I've got a lot of comments on both platforms right now. Jess, how do you put your boundaries out in the beginning without coming off the wrong way? Well, Jess, for yourself, setting that boundary, setting up, hey, here's what I want, here's what I value. You can allow people to show themselves who they are, right? Like, hey, here's what's really important to me. Um, and then maybe the person decides, like, yep, that's also important to me. Or maybe they don't show you the first time what you were hoping for, what you were wanting. And then you have to have a conversation about it. Now, I don't think you need to throw the kitchen sink the first time that maybe a boundary isn't uh, respected or appreciated or seen, even after you've said it. But it is important, like, hey, like I want to talk about this. I expressed to you that this is important to me. You then did not follow through on what you said was okay and what we agreed to. If that's going to be a continual pattern, like that's just going to be really hard for me to keep up with. I need to make sure that we are on the same page. And it's a lot easier to say that outside of the moment. I know in with my stuff, I have not done the best with that. I would not. I have not done the best with that, and uh, I'll say I'm aware enough to know, like, I haven't been perfect in it at all, but I tried, and then you get through that hurdle, that awkward, that clunky, but then there's clarity on the other side. Whether it's okay, we're continuing to move forward, or maybe we need to step back. Um, and so for yourself, it's okay to be seen trying. Hey, I really value getting to know you. I just want to let you know, when you say things like that to me, it doesn't land well. And I'm gonna have a. And I was wondering if we could just not, like, don't make fun of me. Like, I don't like that. I don't think we're there yet. I don't know what is like a joke and what you actually believe of me. That's perfectly reasonable to say. I also would encourage you to say it in a way that is calm, contained. You're not blaming. It's just like, hey, I know I know we're getting to know each other, and I'm loving your company. It would really mean a lot to me if maybe we pulled back on this behavior, because like I'm just not there yet, and I'm really trying to be patient. I hope you understand. And then you're gonna see, and then sit back and watch how they react, because not everyone is going to react well to that, and that gives you a lot of information. Um, Wyatt, 1 second. We're going over to Nikhil here. 20-year-old student currently study for entrance exam, whatever you call it in your country. Can you help me how to be disciplined to crack my exam? Nikhil, when you are getting ready for a big test, big exam, big anything, life event, for yourself, are you being disciplined? Are you removing distractions? Are you staying dedicated to your future, to your future self? Because 15 minutes a day adds up to 91 hours a year. So for yourself, maybe you need to do 15 minutes multiple times throughout the day because you need to condense. It's like an accordion. You need to compress time. So rather than spacing it out over the year, 15 minutes in the morning, afternoon, evening, before bed, there's an hour of the day that you chunked up into 15 minutes, much more manageable, much more digestible. And then guess what? You're more prepared without it being, oh my God, I have to study for the next hour. One of the things I really struggle with editing, like I do a lot of YouTube videos, and y'all have seen the videos that I post. I despise editing. I mean, I like it, I appreciate it. But like after 10 minutes of looking at my face talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, is it done yet? So for yourself, smaller. So I'll do, the 10 minutes and I'm like, okay, quick pause. Let me look away. Let me do something. Let me get up, go back, and then come back. That makes sense? Um, Jess, the cop jokes are unreal. It's an instant turnoff. No thanks. Hey, I know that I'm a cop and I love what I do. I gotta be honest, I'm not a big fan of the cop jokes. Do you think we could just table those for a bit till we get to know each other a little bit better? That would really mean a lot to me because I want to be seen for who I am, not what I do. That is a job. That's not who I am. See how they respond. Ooh, she. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday about it, so we'll be in touch. Cookie, I love that you love that. It's important that we learn how to communicate. In school we weren't taught that. Nikhil, you've got your. Um, I see it. Thank you, Jess. And Wyatt, give me a thumbs up that you're still here. Nikhil, like you are a student. You didn't learn how to communicate through grade school. It was, hey, you're either right, you're wrong, sit down, shut up. It's kind of, and I just so disagree with that. My parents are both teachers, so for us, that's what I want this space to be: is a space for us to learn, to grow. It's safe. We can expand. We can evolve without feeling so much pressure to do it right every single time. I have gotten it wrong more times than most of you have tried. This is my fourth business venture, and there have been multiple iterations between all the other ventures. And so, like, I've messed up a lot, but I also know that that has created me into this version of myself that can help other people hopefully avoid the mistakes that I kept running into. Um, Wyatt, okay, 17 going to 18. Buddy, when I was a teen, I was very lost. I didn't know where I belonged. I didn't know how to fit in. I felt like a puzzle piece that didn't belong anywhere in the puzzle. A lot of that came from like how I viewed myself because I wasn't like that person. I didn't have this thing that this other person did. I wasn't, enough, capable, you name it. For yourself. If I could go back to my 17-year-old self, like this is the version of me that I needed when I was younger. One, lessen the reins on having to have everything figured out. You're 17. It's okay to not know what you want to do or where you want to go. It is okay. Two, can you honestly and wholeheartedly be appreciative for who you are and how you see life? A lot of times when we struggle with our self-worth, there's a disconnect between how we view ourselves and what we want for our lives. Because, well, if I want this thing, then I can't be who I am. And that's not true. You can be who you are and evolve into who you need to be for your dreams, your wants, your hopes, desires to come true. But I also want to encourage you to not be so hard on yourself. 16 years ago, I'm 33 now. So literally your life times two. If I told you that this is what I would be doing, I'd have thought you were crazy. There is no way on this entire planet that if you had told me you're going to do these things, what are you talking about? There's no way. So it's okay that you don't have an answer for everything right now. And, put yourself out there. Try some new things. Action creates momentum. Motivation doesn't do anything. So for yourself, I think it'd be really important for you to try some things. I don't know if you like sports. I don't know if you like video games. I don't know if you like board games. Do you have a community that you can go to, that you can talk to? Um, those are those things are so important for us to kind of figure out who we are and more importantly, who we want to be. You don't know yet, and that's okay. But I also think it's important for you to not question your worth along the way, or when you do question it, know that that's just a part of being human. Because I got to tell you, like everything that I'm doing now is not what I thought I'd be doing. I had no idea that everything I was judged for, bullied for, humiliated for would be the very thing that actually is my massive superpower that helps other people. Like, how cool is that? Like, I'm a sensitive, emotional uh, guy. Like, sensitive, emotional guy. Like, that, there are a lot of jokes around that. There's a lot of perceived things that aren't true. And so, what if the very thing that you think is so bad for you is actually your superpower? And what if the things that you look at as weaknesses are actually areas that are what make you so great, what make you you? So it's okay that you are doubting your self-worth, but your feelings aren't fact. We need you here. And it's always great to have you in this live. I mean that. Um, Shiva, give me 1 second. I got a message. I got a longer message over here. All right. What I would say. Why? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. High school's tough. Dude, it is so tough. Because people are like, hey, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna do this, you gotta have it figured out. And it's like, I barely got through calculus. How am I supposed to understand what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life? Like the demands that are put on kids is insane. So you find a community, you find support, you find people who care about you, coaches that care about you, and hopefully you consume more of the good information or good life outlooks than the negative ones. Dakota, yes, it will. Yeah, this will be posted onto my YouTube. All right, Jess, what I would say if I ever got to speak to him again. One, before I even read this, I love that you did this because I know we talked about that. And I don't know what this is going to say, but I know that you think about the situation differently than when we first started working together. So I am proud of you that you already took the initiative to get this out. Now I'm going to read it. 100%. 100%. Also, couple small iterations. you felt betrayed and felt abandoned, you were betrayed and you were abandoned. Those are not just feelings. Those are facts based on the the situation at hand that actually happened. So before you qualify it as a feeling, that is a fact. That was his choice that you now have to pick up the pieces. And the best part of this whole thing, I did not deserve to be treated this way. Not even a little bit. He didn't. He chose that. And so, how lucky are you that, you didn't waste more time? How lucky are you that you now know what you deserve and what is better for you and your life? It sucks. It really does. And thank goodness you aren't still with him, that you're not still thinking that he is the man of your dreams, because woof, that is a nightmare waiting to happen. You got out when you did. It sucks that it had to happen, but now you know next time you are going to be so much better off. Like the relationships that I was in where it was like, how am I being treated like this? Ooh, oh, da, da, da. Thanks, Dad. I've never seen that one before. Um, like in my past relationships, like I know I didn't deserve that, but some of them I stayed for because it was like I don't know better. I don't know how to enforce my boundaries. I don't know how to stand up for myself without being an a-hole, without coming across as too strong or this, that, the other. I literally had an ex openly mock me to her friends when she was like going around behind my back with another man. What? I know what I never want to feel again in a relationship. And I also know that my sense of self, my self worth, my choosing ability is way better than it ever was before. And so, but that took time, that took trials, that took a lot of heartbreak. Oh, I IG Bellis Igbellis 90. I'm gonna call you 96. 96. Do you believe that in saying not everything that we lose is a loss? 100,000%. Not every room that you're not allowed into is a loss. Not every relationship that you're no longer in is a loss. Not every friendship that goes away is a loss. 100%. I actually made a video on that a couple weeks ago. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Also, where are you from? What are you doing here? You got anything to talk about? You got any questions? Um, okay. Shiva Shiva, sir, what keeps you motivated even after not getting the results you deserve? Um, Shiva Shiva, yeah. Why would I keep trying after failing so much, right? I know what I want for my life. I know what I don't want for my life. And I truly believe that if I have these feelings inside of me, that it has to go somewhere. Like if I have been made this way, whether you're religious or not, you believe in the universe, like I don't care. But for me, like I have this innate desire to help people, to empower, to support, to be a champion of other people. And a lot of times in my past, it was, to fix things, to solve things, to do this, that, the other. And more, I keep finding that people want to be seen, heard, believed. They want to be allowed to feel. And the more that I've leaned into that, the more that I have found people who also feel that way too. Um, and it's taken me, Shiva Shiva, you even said like, well, I'm not used to that. Like I'm afraid to be seen. Yeah, me too. Um, I've been a fitness and nutrition guy for 8 years, and over the past, you know, months to year, like I've really tried to shift back toward like, what do I want to talk about? What is actually important to me? Like, I don't care how many push-ups you can do. I really don't. I care so little. But what do the push-ups do for you? Do they make you more confident, stronger, secure in your body? Do they encourage you to live for others, like and truly build up your musculature so that when you're 60, 70 years old, like you can still play with your grandkids? Like, why do we do what we do? What is the point of all this if it's not to help ourselves help other people? Because we talked about boundaries. Like, boundaries actually keep people in our lives. They don't take them away. The people's response to your boundaries is what removes people from your life. But you having boundaries is like, hey, here's my fence. Just respect my fence and I'll respect yours. That is a two-way street. And too many times we look at life as like, okay, if I never reached out to this person, will they stop reaching out to me? I mean, you can keep doing that if you want, but you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. And I kept finding myself on one-way streets and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to change. And once I started changing, once I started shifting my narrative and what I deserved and how I showed up, everything changed. And for those of you on YouTube who are new here, hi. Those of you on TikTok who are new here, hi. I asked myself 3 questions. How would the secure version of Tyler handle this? How would the version of Tyler 5 years from now, my hero, how would he handle this? And 3, how would the version of me, of Tyler, who's already done this, how would he handle it? And it completely warped how I saw situations that were struggles for me. Okay, this person rejected me. Okay, clearly not a match. No worries. That's fine. Sure, could I have wanted or thought that it would have been good? Yeah, maybe. But like what I have now is 1,000 times better than anything I could have wanted before. How would the version of me 5 years from now handle this situation? Like, I'm here, I am. I have 4 people on YouTube. I've got 17 people on TikTok. 5 years from now, everything in here is going to be different for me. Whether it's 100 times more people, or maybe it's the same, but I won't be. And so my version of me 5 years from now, I know that if I keep showing up, if I keep doing this daily, if I keep believing in what I have to offer and people, we keep having questions, we keep having connection, community, conversation, I'm going to learn something in it. Even if this doesn't lead to financial freedom and monetary success, well, maybe life for me needs to be a fulfillment, needs to be more of a communal gathering. Because how cool is that? Um, and then the version of me that's already done it. I told myself, um, Shiva, that's a great question. And I definitely have an answer for you. Um, but for myself, my now girlfriend, I had this crush on her for over a year. Like I just, oh my gosh, she's absolutely captivating. And I wanted to know, like we'd had conversation. It was one of those like, oh boy, maybe this is something. But also like I knew that if I was a year from now, from the date that I asked her out, if I had a year from then, if I hadn't asked, if I hadn't reached out, if I hadn't exposed that I like you, hey, open myself up for rejection, if I hadn't done that, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so mad that I didn't just ask. Because look, there is the real possibility that she says no. Okay. But then guess what? That's information. It's not a reflection of me or my worth. It's just, okay, maybe she's seeing somebody. Maybe she's not, maybe, I don't know. Maybe my eyebrows are too dark and my hair's not what she, there are 1,000 different reasons why someone might say no. But what if she says yes? What if there is a possibility for it? And just like you asked, how do you do it? I wanted to be on the stage more than I wanted to be in the audience. I wanted to know if there was something there more than I wanted, than I had the fear of what if there's nothing? Because I was not going to sit around and wait for somebody else to decide that for me. And I could not have made a better choice for my life. Okay, what's happening, man? Shiva, have you ever had a fear of what if you fumble in front of everybody? Because that's what people have, fear of being seen. Shiva, I have literally been fumbling in front of every single person every time I've been on these lives. I've uh, not handled trolls very well. I've, not done the best job of formulating thoughts. I'm literally failing in real time to show people, like, hey, it's okay to not know everything. It's okay to just be human. I'm trying to do this so that other people have permission to do it themselves. Whether that is through, you know, uh, going live and live streaming, or if it's just as simple as, hey, I'm trying to communicate and I want to show you, like, this is what I would do, or this is how I would try to handle it. And then I also talk about the ways in which I've messed up. Like, I'm very private when it comes to my relationship. And I also know that there are benefits in me talking about, like, hey, here's what I'm working on so that I can have the best relationship possible. Um, and my girlfriend is amazing. Like, I love this woman to death. And we also still have times where we need to communicate, because if that's the way to have the best, healthiest relationship, is to communicate. If you're not communicating, what are you doing? And why are you in a relationship if you don't want to communicate with a person? She is far and away my best friend. Of course, I want to talk to her. I want to converse. I want to figure things out. Absolutely. And also, we're still humans. So we're not going to get it right every time. We're going to mess up. We're going to have tones. We're going to be people. But it's about, like, what type of connection are you wanting to have? And then if I can take something that I've learned and then let other people know, hey, here's a thing, try it out. Maybe this helps you in your relationships or your friendships or your family dynamic. I have a lot of things to share about my family dynamic that I haven't really. Um, but it's also one of those, like, it's a learning, it's a process. Like, I know it's very brave to go live for over an hour every single day and you never know who's going to show up. But I can show up because that's what I want for my life. Okay. Ooh, L, great question. 1 second. LK, should I get rid of a bird for giving me slow replies? LK, reach it. Hey, I've noticed I'm pretty fast with the texting. It seems like you are a little slower on the draw. I don't want to take that as, like, hold on. Let me think on this real quick. Okay, I think it's okay to say, like, hey, I'm a little quicker to text. Totally fine if you aren't on your phone as often. I just want to know, are we still good for this Sunday? Are we still, like, are you texting to set up the next date, or are you texting to, like, try to converse and have a deeper connection? Because, okay, if this is the early stages of dating, set up the next date. That's, in my opinion, it makes you lose your nonchalant vibe. LK, why are you being nonchalant, bro? Be chalant. Be too chalant. Let her know you're interested. I'm Look, LK, if you're talking to other gals or not, if it's just this person, who cares? She might be talking to other guys. I don't know. I don't know your situation. But who, why is it a problem to show that you care? You got to do what works for you, 100%. But also, like, you want to be in a relationship? Like, are you looking to just play the feet? Like, what is the end goal for you? Only you know, and it only matters to you. But if the goal is, hey, I want a long-term relationship, hey, you know, come And LK, it might, but guess what? You're a human, my guy. You have needs. You need to know if there's something here. You need to know if you are wasting your time. There's nothing wrong with saying, like, hey, what are you doing here? What's going on? Like, for yourself, oh, what we got some ladies saying, yep, prefer guys who show interest, those who don't show interest, term you. And so, like, okay, you got some ladies validating that, but also like you also know if she, has a problem with you saying it, is that the woman you want to be with? If there is a, or why is there inactivity? It's saying they detected inactivity. What's going on with my phone? Hold on one second. We're having a technical thing here. What is going on? It's saying there was inactivity. Can I get back to my live, please? Now, what is going on? I've had to drag. Okay, thank you. Good lord. Um, yeah, I mean, seriously. Okay, I had. Okay, cool, great. I kept getting these slide a puzzle piece into place because it's a thing that TikTok does for inactivity. But for yourself, like, do you want to be with someone who's kind of like, I only like his nonchalant vibe. Like, why do you care so much? Why are you asking me all these, like, I'm trying to get to know you. Like, I'm trying to be me. That might work for them, but if it doesn't work for you, then why are you chasing? That's the chase. That's the pursuing versus chasing. You are actively trying to be like this, even though you're kind of like, hey, what's up? You want to hang out? And you are not allowing yourself to be yourself. You're censoring yourself. Hey, and and it doesn't mean you need access all the damn time, but set up the next date, be intentional with your texting. One of the things that I did, always, brother, one of the things that I did, there were question marks. There were like, boy, I don't know, like, am I gonna have to keep leading that? And yeah, I did. And it was one of those things like, hey, and this was after, several dates and us actually talking. I was like, hey, I'm so fine to lead. Like, I will lead this relationship. I am okay with that. What I do ask though is, I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder wondering if you're with me. I'd really love to do this side by side. I'd really love for it to be here, not here. Right. And that takes time. That takes trust. You got to earn that shit. But also, like, if I hadn't been so honestly and authentically me in it, that might not have happened. If I hadn't just said, like, hey, listen, I'm not here to waste your time. I don't need my time wasted either. And so, Jess, you asked about boundaries. Hey, what are we doing here? Third date. I was like, you know why I'm here, but why are you here? And then it opened the door for further conversation, further connection. And then from there, it's like, okay, are we in alignment? Do we want the same things? And if not, that's okay. But it's also like, okay, what is more important to you, being nonchalant or getting your needs met? Because I got to tell you, bro, you have needs that I know she knows about, but some of them, the ones that maybe are softer or less masculine, which I hate even fucking qualifying that, for yourself, you have to decide if it's okay to be fully yourself and if this is the person that you want to be fully yourself with. But don't forget that when you dampen who you are and what you want, and when you start censoring that, you are no longer being authentically yourself. You're no longer being honest about who you are, not only to her, but also to you. Okay, that's a tactic. that's not like an authentic delivery of who you are. It's a tactic. Because yeah, I could have been super nonchalant, but like I'm not nonchalant. I am not a nonchalant dude. I love love. I love to express love. I love to love my person. Now I need to find the right fit, the right person in that. Jess, I am so glad that you commented that. Make sure you're not being nonchalant either. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying for your needs, for what you want, no more nonchalant, no more I can meet my own needs. Let somebody meet your needs. Let somebody be there for you. Let other people love you. It's so okay. It's so okay for us to get what we need and to also say like, hey, I need something different. Or hey, I thought this was what I wanted. I kind of want something else. I kind of I don't know. Maybe we do this instead. And then see if you're with a person, a partner who actually can match you there, right? Because for some of us, one, it's super hard to ask for what we want, and two, we're afraid that if we ask for too much, we're never going to get it. But if you start asking for things that you want, what if you do get them? How great is that? You can get everything that you want, but if you don't ask, you're never going to. You will never get what you want if you do not ask for it. Hi, Bianca. All good. Um, L, and your own, and the way you find out if you're with the right person is to get in a relationship and find out. It's the only way to know. It is truly the only way to know if you are with the right person. You have to be willing to have your heart fucking shattered. It takes time. Some of us learn the hard lessons very early. Some of us learn them way later on. And some people change their minds and don't tell us. We don't have to be those people, though. So here, I love that. I love that. And I hope it resonates for your relationship. Jess, one, I never want you to experience it again. Two, even if you do, you are going to be just fine. You've already been through the worst of it. It ain't going to get worse than that. Three, you have the security. You have everything you need inside of you. Now just don't shy away from who you are and what you want. That is a lesson for all of us. There is no need for us to not get everything that we want. I am so delusional about my goals this year because why the hell should I not get them? It's going to require a new version of me. It's going to require me to promote myself in a very different way that I'm not comfortable with. But damn it, I have something so valuable to offer that so many people DM me about every single day. So clearly, there's something there. So you're darn right. I'm going to be so delusional because I've already received things that I never thought I would. So what else can I get? And that's not me being greedy. That's me just believing in myself. I would rather date them and observe. Believe me, it does get better going through the breakup feeling now, and it's going to be okay. Yes. And Wyatt, even if you feel your feelings right now, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. I feel like I missed it. LK, I just feel like there's so many games in modern dating. If you don't play along, you'll get left behind. LK, you get to decide if you're playing games. You don't have to play into the modern dating game. I did not get on apps. I pursued her. I said, hey, here's the deal. I'm not talking to anybody else. I want to get to know you. I'm being super intentional about this. I don't have time to mess around, but I'm also not trying to rush us into a decision. Like, I don't want there to be pressure. I just want it to be fun and exciting and exploring and like, let's be safe. Let's be comfortable. Let's just see what happens. Let's be intentional without the pressure. because we don't know. And we didn't. And then, but we allowed it to expand. We allowed it to take up space and take shape so that it could become what it is. You don't have to play the game. That is a choice. If someone cheated, is it selfish to tell their partner because it's just them getting it off their chest? That would definitely depend on the relationship. I told a buddy of mine that I heard that his girl was cheating on him. Turns out she was, and somehow I am to blame for her misdeeds. That was fun to deal with. Calling out other people's bullshit got me in trouble somehow. What it really did was just reveal really terrible people and the people around them who are enabling that behavior. Disgusting. L, we exist. We exist, and I have so much room to improve. I have so much room to be a better man. I strive every day to be better. Some days I do a good job of that, some days I don't. But I also try to make sure that the people around me know, like, hey, I'm not having a good day. I just tell people. Wednesday, I popped on, hey, I'm not having a good day. And I claimed it for me. Whether it helped you or not, it was for me. Hey, I'm not having a great day, but I'm pouring out every single time I go live to help other people. Like, I'm okay to also jump on one day and not be okay or not feel my best. But I'm human. You are human. And if I can build up authenticity and trust within each of us because I'm vulnerable enough and brave enough to share that, then great. Then I'm doing my job. I'm doing my thing. Um, but speaking of doing my job, I need to get going. We have a cozy day ahead of us, and there's a lot of rain and storm and ice. And well, I'm setting my boundary because I've been on for an hour. Um, for those of you who are new here, for those of you just joining in, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't checked out the links in my bio, please do so. Sahira, uh, sign up for a one-on-one call. Jump in for a one-on-one call. It's free. I offer a 15-minute free consultation. Shiva, if you want to jump in, link is in my bio. Please jump in. Let's get to know each other. There's no commitment. It's just, hey, don't waste my time. So just show up to the call and we'll see what's on. But from there, yeah, and I can give you book recommendations. I can give you what I have done, what works for me, what didn't really work for me. More than happy to, but would love to get to know my people. That's always exciting for me. So yes, please check out the links in my bio. If you're not following, please follow. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. This is part of I'm going to promote my stuff more. I have a lot to offer. If you're on TikTok, please go check out my YouTube. I only have 200 subscribers, but I have some really great content there that's going to help you live a healthier, more sustainable life, and help you find more security in your life, in yourself, in your relationships with others. It's really good stuff. And I'm not just saying that because my mother told me. I'm saying it because I believe it too. But my mother also told me so. Yeah, you have mom's stamp of approval. So there's that. Pasta, send me a DM. Let's jump on a call. We can absolutely talk about that. But I gotta go. Y'all be well. Miss you already. We'll see you on the next one. Okay. All right. Bye. YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. This was so cool. I'm glad that I had a couple people the whole time. That was so cool. I have not had a single viewer before, so this was really cool. I don't know that I like this camera angle now that I see it. But yeah, thank you for being here. If you haven't seen my stuff, please check out the Mindset Mobility course. It's free. Check it out. It's 14 videos. Yeah, we'll be back from North Dakota. I love that you're here. That's so cool. Yeah, y'all be well and stay safe out there.